Call of Duty Cold War. Let's talk about it. Black Ops Cold War is a mix of great elements and some of the worst elements in Call of Duty history. And let me explain to you my opinion on the game, as well as I'd say the general public's opinion on the game. First off, let's talk about the pros. Pros of the game: movement feels good. I don't think it's as good as Modern Warfare's. I'm not saying Modern Warfare is an amazing game. It definitely wasn't the best. But I think the best pro you could take out of Cold War is that almost every single gun is viable. In Modern Warfare, especially during the first, 2 seasons? M4, MP5, 725. What everybody used in the first 2 seasons of the game in multiplayer. Now, something I can give to Black Ops Cold War is most maps compared to Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare's maps are great for non-respawn modes, so search and destroy mainly. Treyarch's really good at making respawn maps, and most of the maps are good, but Miami's not cutting it. Miami's dog shit. That is a rough map. But compared to Modern Warfare's launch, everybody hated it because the maps just weren't good for respawn. And it's the exact opposite in Cold War. Cold War's maps for respawn are pretty good. They're not bad. Most of them, at least. But for search and destroy and these non-respawn game modes, they're not good. The only ones I really enjoy playing are Nuketown, Raid, Crossroads Strike, and that's like really it for search and destroy. And I mainly play search and destroy. I don't play respawn unless I'm grinding for camos or weapon levels. That's also one thing. A pro about the game is definitely every single gun's viable. There's some a little too overpowered. Let's say Type 63, M16, DMR. Some of the LMGs also are really hard hitting. Like really hard hitting. I'd also put the dual Diamatis and recently fucking Magnums. Don't miss. Another pro of the game, again, compared to Modern Warfare, its movement isn't as good as Modern Warfare's. That's why Warzone is striving. And the game looks good. Treyarch, I can't say I expected better graphics because their graphics are always arcadey. BO1, it was more realistic, but ever since BO2 and on, they've been arcadey, which is fine, as long as the gameplay is good. I like the core gameplay of the game. For certain guns, the time to kill is long. For certain guns, the time to kill is way too short. Headshot multipliers are a little too much in this game. If you hit a DMR headshot, if you could breathe on that person again, they're dead. Snipers, Cold War. I love sniping in Cold War because it's broken. It's broken. I don't care if you disagree or agree. It's broken. There's barely any flinch. In Modern Warfare, sniping was balanced. The SPR, that was later introduced, the AX50, the HDR, those guns were balanced because in that game, if you got hit, if you got shot at in the middle of you aiming at someone, the flinch wasn't awful, but most of the time you're going to miss unless you know how to like flick back down. In this game, barely any flinch, which really pisses me off because these kids on Nuketown who just sit up in the window or sit in the house or sit in the backyard just head glitch the whole entire time and just annihilate me from across the map. Even if I shoot at them, I know I don't have a chance because either they have to be really bad to miss that shot or hopefully there's enough flinch, but 95% of the time there's not enough flinch. Score streaks in the game are pretty good. The napalm strike needs to be nerfed. I'm literally dead center in the middle of the house and I'll die. It's a little stupid, but I like the score streaks. Besides the attack chopper, back in Modern Warfare, I'm using Modern Warfare just to compare just because it's the newest game. Modern Warfare's kill streaks were pretty good and reasonable kill streaks. But for some reason, like a VTOL took a while to shoot down. I think it was like 3 rockets. In this game, there's none of that. An attack chopper, which used to be good in like Modern Warfare and past games, attack choppers, immediately shot down. I know it's the launch of a game. Everybody's grinding their launcher camos. They're trying to get dark matter, but it's a little excessive. In general, the core gameplay itself, I like. I love Treyarch games because they're a little more arcadey. But this one just doesn't feel like it used to, like Treyarch's games in the past. It feels rushed. And the thing that sucks is I give them so much props for releasing a game that's as decent as Cold War during COVID. But I would have been perfectly fine with a complete overhaul of Modern Warfare or just more seasons. I would have preferred an overhaul because like the AS Val was starting to get out of hand. The time to kill for most guns, ARs, and SMGs is a little too long, if that makes sense. But it's too short when you hit a headshot because the headshot multiplier is out of this world. Now let's talk about the real cons. Skill-based matchmaking. I know everybody flips about it, and I did a little bit of a test. Currently in the game, I have like a 1.5 KD with like a day and a half played. I'm not the best at all, especially on keyboard and mouse. Back when I was on controller, during like half of Modern Warfare, it was raps. I was going positive every single game, going 2+ positive every single game. The thing that sucks about this is you really can't tell how good you are. I would love rank play to come out. I know it's on the way. Rank play is on the way, which is sweet because if I want to really sweat, then I can go on there. But if they don't change skill-based matchmaking when rank play comes out, the game's doomed. It's game over. They need to change skill-based matchmaking when rank play comes out, especially. Because if I'm just going to play rank play, I might as well just play public matches. It's just as sweaty. I'm okay with playing kids whose skill matches mine. Nadeshot put it perfectly. If I can have a rank next to my name and it'll show how good I am, then I'm perfectly fine with playing kids. But the thing is with Call of Duty, which is why it's always like a bestseller, is because pubs from COD 4 to BO4, pubs in that game, pubs in those games were relaxing. You can relax and play and not be too pissed. You can, but if you wanted to sweat and get a good game, you could. In this game, Modern Warfare had bad skill-based matchmaking, but this game's bad. So I'm about to show you. I played 6 games in a row, all Nuketown 24/7, and I'll come back for the results. These games are not TDM, they're not kill confirmed. It's either hardpoint or dom. I previously recorded 6 games. Lost it all. I could tell you the results of the game, but we're just going to do 3 or 4 more Nuketown games. Hopefully I don't get some shitty TDM or kill confirmed. But before I do anything, let me just show you. 1.51. 1 day, 13 hours played. So the previous results, I'll just tell you them. It was out of 6 games, 2 games negative, 2 games positive, no, 3 games positive, and 1 game really positive. So but the only game I really enjoyed playing was obviously the one where I was super positive, because who doesn't like that? But that was like genuinely like when I was going positive by like 10, 15 kills, wasn't fun.
Hardpoint is secure. We're pulling ahead.
All right. Starting off okay. I really need to change my streaks.
Counter spy plane ready for deployment.
Using hardpoint.
Let me guess, DMR or Type 63? DMR. Do a little better and actually have fun.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Enemy forces have destroyed your counter spy plane.
I'm gonna guess. Oh,
We've lost the hardpoint.
I don't know how I got that kill. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Chief.
Hardpoint
What
is
the
secure.
fuck? Okay. Definitely not doing bad, especially with a QBZ. I'm not mad. Ah, these snipers. No flinch.
Point locked down. Is secure.
Back the fuck away.
Contesting hardpoint.
How? I'm killing this fucking pussy.
Artillery inbound.
That's ass, imagine.
Enemy's pipeline in.
Pipeline available.
Let me get the fuck away from that. Again, let me back away from that because I know there's dumb kids coming for my neck. You DMR little virgin.
Hardpoint is secure.
See, like, that was... Look at this flinch.
Hardpoint locked.
None.
Mission terminated. All squads return.
Alright, that's one game.
They are too strong. Fall back.
First game, in general, didn't have tons of fun, but wasn't awful. Could have been a lot worse. Again, this is a QBZ that's like level 25. If it was like an AK 74U that I have at like level 53, this isn't that bad. No, that would be bad. If this was a 74U that I have max level, but it's a QBZ, it's not that bad. Alright, game 2. We're still going to use the QBZ. Still the same attachments. And the levels aren't awful. Could be worse.
Taking up.
Can I not get frame drops? Please, please.
Taking Bravo.
Ah, I knew I was fucked.
Enemy counter spy plane inbound. Securing Bravo.
Damn. Get stuck. Ah. Damn. Good fucking shit. I give you all the props for that one. Did I just get one bursted again? I thought they nerfed that shit.
Enemy took Alpha.
Spawn's really flipped. Damn.
Taking A.
War machine ready for use.
Oh, but spawn protection. Would have had a 4-man right there.
Taking Bravo.
Or was that a war machine? Oh, no, not a war machine. A trophy system. Was that a trophy?
Losing Alpha.
I don't see one.
Enemy has A.
That kid was a shot. Dude, props to that kid. He's fucking... I did. Again. Team's actually doing something. It's just the thing that sucks is that every time your team is doing something, their team is not. And then when their team is not, when their team is doing something, your team is not doing something. Can't even call it in because counters fucking work on that shit, which is so stupid. Damn, as soon as I got my heart. Okay, that game's not bad.
We fucking crushed it.
I'll take that. That one's probably one of the better games. So I have 1 or 2 more games to go if this next game is like awful. Should I just start using the AUG because I get lasered by everything in this game. Alright, game 3. Keep getting these weird frame drops and it's pissing me off, but these levels aren't looking bad. And I don't. It's fair. Damn! Yo, I just got that. Dude, the best limb I've ever seen. Wow. I was so worth that death. Got him. Is this just not a good lobby? And what are these frame drops? Am I lagging? I get sniped. DMR. Holy. What? This game's like unplayable. What the? I can't. I got a limb. Did I just get... Dude, get out of your spawn with that DMR. That's not fun. I get shotgunned? Who brings a shotgun into the garage of their own spawn? He put on armor as I was shooting him. Oh my god. That's one of the most stupid fucking score streaks in this game. Leave it to Warzone, pussies.
Losing Charlie.
Oh, they blacked this out? What is that hit detection, fam?
Good job, team.
That was not a fun game. Even though I went positive, that was not a fun game.
All skill.
And let's compare teams. We had 2 really good kids, 3 really good kids. They had 2 decent kids. It's just they were complete pussies. Third game, 40 and 31. So from the games I played, which was 10, all of them, 6 of them were talked about, 3 of them were shown, and 1 is just not talked about or shown because I lagged like crazy halfway through it, so I just quit the game. I'd say out of the 9 games I played, 6 were not enjoyable. 2 were fun, and 1 was really fun. And the one that was really fun was the one that went 75 and 25. I wish I could show it to you guys. It's not like the best game in the world. It's just I wanted to show it, but the gameplay came out horrible in OBS. So the skill-based matchmaking was rough, especially if I was using something like a AK-74U, which is like a level 53 for me. Those games would have been definitely more fun. I would have enjoyed them a lot more. But that's the thing. In this game, if you don't have guns maxed, they're not going to be viable. I said every weapon was viable, yes, if you level it up. Have you ever tried snipers without leveling them up? It's awful. Their ADS time is terrible. So, using the QBZ, which is a gun that's like, it's not bad, definitely not bad, but something I haven't leveled up at all. The reality is, you can definitely go negative in this game. Like, there's no doubt about it. But those games where you go 10, 15 plus positive, those are the games that are like realistic that you're actually most likely going to get if you're trying to level up guns on Nuketown. You're not going to go 75 and 25 with a level 23 QBZ. I mean, I don't know. Most people won't. Some people will. But for the average player to level up guns, they're not going to have a fun game. A fun game to them would be 10, 15 kills over their deaths. That's the thing that really sucks, because if it was a regular gun that's maxed, definitely would have had a lot more fun. But leveling up guns is huge in this game, and without having it maxed, it's not going to be a fun experience. There's 2 more points I forgot to mention, and one of them is hit detection. The hit detection in this game feels a little wonky compared to Modern Warfare and the past CODs. Here's a clip to show you how terrible it is. I wasn't lagging or anything. And number 2, you gotta think of skill-based matchmaking as a content creator. I saw It's Nick say something like this in one of his videos that really put it in perspective for me. Imagine playing hours and hours a day just to get maybe one gameplay up for YouTube. One good gameplay. I don't think I could be able to do that. So if you don't see much Cold War from me, you know why. It's because the skill-based matchmaking is probably going to ruin most of my gameplays. But hopefully they dial it down. If Cold War doesn't get a little bit of an overhaul in terms of updates, I'm not sure how long it's going to last. And it sucks to say that. I'll be playing it for the zombies, though. So if you want to see that, sub up. But if you like the video, like it real quick for me and sub up for me, please. If you enjoyed it, obviously I have more stuff coming, but this one took a little bit longer than most to edit, so if you guys enjoyed it, let me know. All right, deuces.